Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for being here. Our presentation is going to start shortly. I'm just going to give everyone else a couple more minutes, maybe one or two, and then I'll go ahead and start. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start. So in case you haven't yet signed up for the conference, don't forget to sign up through the PD system. It is there. The remote check-in is Tech24. Okay. Well, again, thank you for joining this afternoon. I'm very happy that you guys are here in my session. I'm going to go ahead and start presenting. So the session name is Extended Response Immediate Feedback with AI. So the AI that I'm going to be presenting in this session is going to be ChatGPT. So I'm going to share some contact information in case anyone wants to reach out at the end of the meeting, or if you have any other questions after I'm done presenting, this is my email. You could contact me through Teams or my email. So let me go ahead and present myself. So my name is Stephanie Alfaro. I am a fourth grade bilingual teacher, and I'm also the CIT on my campus. This is going to be my 6th year teaching, and all my 6 years have been at Farias Elementary. And it is going to be my 3rd year as the CIT. And I love that role because I get to share all my knowledge on technology with my coworkers. But I'm also happy that I'm sharing this platform with the rest of the district because it's a very good platform to use, not just for what I'm going to show you today, but for anything. And I'll go through that throughout the presentation. So before we start, I do want to have an idea of how familiar you all are with ChatGPT. So if you could post on the comments 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, or 3. So 1 being that you are not that familiar with ChatGPT, 2 that you've used it a couple times, and then 3 ChatGPT is your BFF that you've used it many times. Need to see some responses. I'll give you all a couple more seconds. Okay, I see some 1s and 2s. So I am gonna go through this a little bit slower. That way I'll start from the beginning. So, and again, if I'm going too fast, just let me know. But this is going to be recorded in case you want to come back and see it later. It will be on the technology YouTube channel after the conference is over. So what is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is an AI language model created by OpenAI. I know that seems like a lot of tech words, but basically it's pretty much like a virtual assistant. You could ask it to help you with so many things. I've used it for emails, to help me write emails, especially to the more important people, because I want to make sure that I sound professional. I've used it to come up with prompts for writing, for math, especially when it's STAAR season. It's helped a lot during coming up with STAAR questions and different types of prompts. We've also used it when we are reviewing during the end of the year, when we start making all of the, oh my, I lost the word. When we start doing all of the activities for the end of the year during STAAR, we've used it for scavenger hunts, coming up with prompts, but it's really, really helpful. And there's so many things that you could do with AI now. But my main focus for this session is for ECRs, so the extended student response in the STAAR. Last year, when we found out that we were gonna that the ECRs were gonna be rated by an AI, we did freak out a little bit, at least in my grade level, and I wanted to help them. So I started looking out online to see what was available, because I know there's a lot of AI tools already available for teachers and students. And this is the one that I found, the one that I'm going to be sharing with you today. And I didn't make this up. I did find it on Teachers Pay Teachers, and then we've been using it and doing some updates on it as we used it last year. So last year we did get to use it on our campus with my grade level, and it did save us so much time. And I'm not saying that it's going to replace our teacher scores, because of course we have to score the ECRs and then let ChatGPT help us out. So it did, like I said, it saved us a lot of time. It did give us a score, so we were able to compare our opinion, and then we got ChatGPT's opinion. And what I like the most about what we're going to show you right now is that it gave us very good feedback on the students' writing. So with that feedback, we're able to share it back to our students, and they get an idea of how to improve their writing as well. And the thing that I really loved about what we're going to do right now was getting lessons out of it. So once ChatGPT analyzes the students' writing, it gives you lessons that you could use to help them improve their score for the ECR. But yeah, that's basically that GIF right there is basically my face every time I use ChatGPT, because it surprises me how much it could help you. And as a fourth grade teacher in the upper levels, it's a lifesaver. So I'm gonna walk you through really quickly what you're gonna see in the presentation. So I already went over this, use ChatGPT for ECRs. I am gonna show you the resources on what resources you need in order to get your students' score and feedback. The script for ChatGPT, so what you need to type into ChatGPT in order to get the score. And then finally, how to receive a score and how to receive feedback from ChatGPT. So these are the resources that you will need in order to get the score and the feedback. If you're not familiar with it, I will walk you through it right now. So the first resource that I'm going to share with you is going to be the rubric. So it's an actual TEA rubric, and you could find it here on the TEA website. And then of course you need ChatGPT, and I put DMAC in because that's where we would get our students writing samples. So from the previous STAAR test or from previous benchmarks, you would get their writing from DMAC. Or you could get their writing, if you're working on one in your classroom, just get it from there. And then something suggested is a Google Doc to help you save the script. That way you don't have to be retyping it over and over again, or so you won't lose it on ChatGPT. And again, it might seem a little bit confusing right now, but once I walk you through the steps, hopefully you'll know. And if not, then just ask me questions. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and walk you through the first step. So the first thing that I did, or I suggest especially for this past year's STAAR test, would be to get the curriculum first. I'm sorry, the rubric. So I'm gonna go into the TEA website. And all of these are hyperlinked. So at the end of the presentation, I will share the Canva of the link, so you could look through it as well. Let me see if it lets me. Okay, here we go. So I clicked on the TEA website, and I'm gonna go into the writing rubrics. So here you could find the rubrics from 3rd grade all the way to English 2. And the one that I'm gonna focus on for this presentation is gonna be a 4th grade writing that I believe was in the STAAR test of 23. So in order to find that rubric, and it wasn't informational, I'm going to go right here, 3rd through 5th informational. And this is the rubric. So if you could see, well, we should know that the ECRs are scored by organizational and developmental ideas, and also by convention. So the highest score that the student could get from one grader is a 5. And then the 2nd grader the highest score could also be a 5. And then together that makes the 10 points, which ChatGPT is aware of that. ChatGPT is only going to give you one score. So let's say, for example, it gives a student a 4, then you have to remember that it's going to be a 4 on ChatGPT, and then let's say another person would also give it a 4, then that makes it an 8. I hope that makes sense. So this is a rubric. I just wanted to show you where you could find it in case you didn't know yet, but it is here on TEA, and they're all there. And this is the one that I'm going to be using today. The next resource is ChatGPT. So if you haven't used ChatGPT yet, it would make you log in at first. So I'm going to log out very quick so I can show you. So it would open up to ChatGPT. You're going to click on login, and it's very simple. All you have to do is continue with Google, and it's going to log you in with your PSJA credentials. And it is available for teachers to use on their work computers and in campus. I know last year it wasn't available. It was blocked, but I believe they have opened it for staff. I don't think they've opened it yet for students. Okay, so I logged in through Google, and it opens up to this screen right here. So this is where you would type all of your questions or chatting. And I'm going to show you very quick here on the top left side on the sidebar. It does save everything for you. So if you could see, these are the things that I've used ChatGPT before, and it goes all the way back to January. In case you end up losing your prompt or what you typed, it is going to be here. So this was from my previous meeting that I shared with the student, with the other people, and it's here, just in case you need it. But for right now, I'm going to start a new chat, and I'm going to close the sidebar. So it goes back to the screen. And then another resource that you will need, like I had mentioned before, is DMAC. You need that resource in order to get the students' writings, or like I said, if you're working on a writing in class and it's not in DMAC, you could just get it from there and have the students type it. That way it would be a lot easier to copy and paste. So the reason that I suggest a Google Doc is because you need a ChatGPT script, which is what I'm going to go over right now. ChatGPT scoring rubric script is what we're going to be using to put into ChatGPT. And it's just 3 steps. So the first step would be to copy and paste, and then the second step and the third step. But before I go over the steps, I do want to share again, this is a hyperlink. So if you click on it, it will take you to this page right here where you have to make a copy of the ChatGPT script. And this is how it looks. So again, I'm only doing the 4th grade one today, but you could do it for any grade level and any writing prompt. And this is the script. So I'm going to go through the last page, and it does seem like a lot, but again, it's just 3 steps. And once you have all of this in a Google Doc, it's going to be a lot faster. So let me walk you through the script. So ChatGPT scoring rubric script. Do not paste any bolded text into the ChatGPT. Please note that score may vary within 1 point. Please never enter students' personal information into any type of AI generator. So this is step 1. Paste and send the following information through ChatGPT. So the first piece of information that you want to put is the rubric. All right, that's my Luna. I can't have her in another room or else she'll be barking. So this is the first piece of information that you want to put, which is the rubric where I showed you. You could find it on TEA. Oops, I lost it somewhere here. Right here. This is the rubric that's on the script. And then the second part is the passage. So the passage that is on this script is Austin Secret Salamander. So this is the whole passage. And then the third part is the prompt. So what are the students responding to? So this is the first step that you want to paste into ChatGPT. That way it could pick up and analyze the rubric, the passage, and then the prompt. So I'm going to copy. If you notice, I already selected what I'm going to copy and paste into ChatGPT. I went all the way into where I see step 2. So I'm going to copy it. And then I go back to ChatGPT. And I'm going to paste it. Once you do that, ChatGPT should start writing or typing the rubric. And it is going to take a couple of seconds. Okay, so as you can see, it's giving you the rubric for development and organization of ideas, which is up to 3 points, what we saw in the TEA rubric. And then right now it's